What is up, my plant friends? Here with a little garden update from late spring. It was a really, really wet spring here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know where you are, but just bucketing. Lots of days, which is actually kind of normal weather for what we usually get around here. So everything has been well watered. We are just now, I'm recording this beginning of June. It's just starting to get warm and stuff is really starting to fill out. I put some tomatoes out a little bit too early. I had a few volunteer tomatoes that were just seeds that popped up by themselves. I put those out first. The evenings were still pretty cool. It was getting down to still like 7 degrees Celsius at night, and those were polished off. There's a shot of early pepper crop that I put out that hasn't done much because it hasn't been sunny enough, but it's still growing. No guests at the Bee Hotel just yet. But yeah, the rain has really helped everything kind of get established. There's lots of green out, and just now things are starting to flower. But things like raspberries and strawberries have been kind of late. I also lost a bunch of strawberries this year because we had a sudden cold snap in February or March, I believe it was. But otherwise, things overall are pretty happy. I've planted a lot of clover in containers just to pump some nitrogen in and just have organic matter growing, and also really trying to not have bare soil, even in containers. Will just help down the road with water retention. I'm doing a lot of things pretty similarly this year to what I've done in previous years, which is growing lots of tomatoes and lots of peppers. My Haskap berries look great this year. They've definitely grown. Do I have any berries on them? No, again. So I need to do some research there to figure out what I need to do. I do have some other blueberries around and other berries they can cross-pollinate with, but yeah, I need to look up Haskaps and figure out what I'm doing. I planted some peas around some tomato plants that I put out early here. You can see just how much it's raining here, but the peas inadvertently really helped protect the tomato seedlings from the wind, which we've had lots of. So I originally, again, was just trying to go with something that would put a bit of nitrogen in the soil and would help keep the soil from being bare. And they ended up having the dual impact of being a bit of a windscreen. Got lots of carrots and columbines and just kind of other wildflowers. You see some strawberries here that are coming up. This other bee hotel I made, I've since learned they kind of need like a little roof on them to help keep them dry. You can see how soggy that this one has gotten. So that's something that I need to add. But as it gets warmer here, again, stuff is starting to bloom and fruit a little bit. I do have some peas now, actual pea pods, and I've put a good chunk of the tomatoes out. I have a lot of pepper seedlings that have been waiting patiently under the grow light and in the windowsill, and I think this week, the second week of June, I'll get those outside. And then a lot from here, it's just kind of finding bare patches of ground where I can continue to do things like carrot seeds. But otherwise, we're kind of moving into maintenance mode, and now it's just the weather needs to cooperate and be sunny, and just staying on top of watering. But adding a lot of leaf litter to my containers already, I think, has helped with some of the water retention. So even if we do end up with a really hot, dry summer, I'm cautiously optimistic that I won't have to be lugging as much water out to water things. That's it. Just wanted to do a quick little check-in of what's growing here. I have been posting some other videos about permaculture topics and a few other things. Also, check out the website, lastditch.ca. I did a ton of work over the winter and early spring to kind of get the website back into shape with a huge amount of resources. I write blog posts there every couple of weeks. There's lots of stuff to check out there. I've really tried to make it as helpful to people as possible. What else? Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I hope your gardening is going well.